This is the weekly horoscope for Aries for the week of October 10th, 2022. Hello, my Rams. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Also, Pluto is direct this week. It went direct on Saturday, and today is the full moon in Aries as well, so you can check out the monthly horoscopes to see how that's going to affect you. You can be analytical and in your way of thinking and have a difficult time putting yourself into other people's shoes. Others of you can be very attacking towards people who are weak-minded, don't express themselves, and kind of pussyfoot around things. Like, you can mold them, like, you know, okay? Or you're attacking because they can't help themselves, and you tend to eat them alive. You have no patience for weak-ass people. You can be bored in your relationship, or you may not be on the same page with others when it comes to certain goals or things you want to do. Try to come to some kind of arrangement or compromise, and you guys are really awesome at the art of the deal or negotiation. You're really good at it, so you should use it. You can expect some significant changes in your life direction caused by the need to become more independent from something or someone. You will become more emotionally self-reliant during this time period. You're likely to feel depressed, lonely during this time. Often there is a personal loss that one must deal with at this time, and then it's going to make you have a sobering outlook or appreciate the people in your life. Tuesday, you can be more about your money situation, your finances, your budget can be bringing you. It can be like spotlighted. You may be interested in the worth of some important possessions. Conditions are usually favorable in business or financial matters. This can also be a financial windfall happening, a tip, money owed to you, inheritance. Save some of that money for a rainy day. If under financial strain lately, then there's some easing of that tension coming to you. This could also be, again, business picking up. You could be very restless at this time and more about your freedom. You can also be bored with your routine, so you may want to switch things up a little bit. You may want to be on the right side of the law this week. You can be accident prone because of road rage, so be careful when driving. Or you could find like your anger gets the best of you and you could be bumping into things accidentally, and you could be accident prone because you're just angry at this time. So find an outlet for your anger, like exercising or walking. Sometimes anger, for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, Monica Berg from the Kabbalah Center was talking about like how anger could be a really good thing because it makes you go into action. It makes you change certain things in a positive way. Like, for example, Mothers Against Drunk Driving in New York. She was using that as an example. So try to use your anger more for a positive, in a positive manner. Wednesday, you can be butting heads with other people. You can be stuck in your ways of thinking, or others are not ready to make certain changes in their life or change direction. You can be getting into it with other people over differing of opinions. You can be more opinionated at this time and straightforward and honest, and you're open about your feelings and butting heads with the men at work, or you can feel like they're playing favorites at work, and this could be like nepotism. You can also be very original in your way of thinking, or you could be creating windows and doors and paths for your career path and making things happen for yourself. You may have trouble with your car or suffer inconveniences while running errands. Transportation or communications with the internet can also be difficult or non-existent. If you have been suppressing yourself and kind of towing the line at this time, you will burst out of any restrictions. Impatience and urge to make radical departures from the status quo and unexpected events in your life can compel you to do many things differently. Freedom and independence beckon, but in such a way as to create schisms or at least heighten a degree of tension within you. If your own or your family's medical history indicates heart problems, be especially aware of those indicators and warning signs this week. This is not to say that it's going to happen, but there's a tendency now or probability to happen, or this could be like you may need to think about making a lifestyle change. Okay, Thursday, Moon in Gemini at this time, busy energy. You'll also have some certain situations or relationships at this time that can end abruptly, or you may not be getting along with siblings at this time. They could be imposing on you. You may not be on speaking terms with certain people, or certain people that you haven't spoken to since September here during the Mercury retrograde, you can find that you could have a falling out with them, or they could be reaching out to you and wanting to be on speaking terms with you, but you're not having it. You don't appreciate other people imposing on you and trying to control your situation and telling you what to do with this energy. Not the easiest time for love as well. Remember, everything is cause and effect, so pick and choose your battles with others. For some of you, you're very honest again, so you need to cock those brains before you shoot that mouth off. You can be very flippant with your remarks or something like that. And again, everything is cause and effect, so pick and choose your battles. Or it could be a situation where somebody is whining and complaining, and it's kind of like just you being impatient with that person and just saying something like weird, and it could end up being an awkward situation between the two of you. So I would be careful. You may have a tendency to overdo it when it comes to socializing and enjoying yourself. Others may find your behavior mildly offensive because you take things too far. Moderation is key on Friday. Also, there's a lack of balance with relationships in general, a give and take. One of you may be feeling there's too much intimacy and love, and the other one wants to be off doing their own thing. Relationships tend to be one-sided affairs that benefit one person more than the other. Confrontation is not likely to happen at this time between the two of you, and will not bring up their relationship issues now, so you must be alert to the appropriateness of your behavior. The first card to come up is the Four of Swords. You're more about your stability at this time. For some of you, this can be a quiet week of working home, keeping more to yourself at this time. You're quiet. I feel like you may have some things on your mind at this time, and you don't care to express your feelings at this time to others, or you're just really you don't want to be vulnerable and you don't want to open up to other people, so you're just being a bit more secretive. For some of you, this could be dealing with a love relationship and you two are not getting along at this time, so you may not be on the best of speaking terms with this person. And also, you're not speaking your feelings at this time or telling them your truth at this time. For some of you, this can be business picking up. The Moon card, this can be like a little bit of an emotionally confusing time for you with this energy. This can be some self-realizations, a time of retrospection, and just like putting things into perspective for you as well. This can also be a healing time for you, and you're able to forgive and move on from a situation. For some of you, not all of you. The Ace of Swords, your opinion about a situation is going to be changing. For some of you, there could be some kind of drama or some kind of I don't know, it has nothing to do with you, but people around you, and you can be creating conspiracy theories as to what is going on. Like, you may think that somebody's on drugs or somebody's doing things that they shouldn't be doing. I feel for some of you, you could be leaving a toxic relationship at this time. You're dealing with a dominating person that makes you long for your freedom. I feel like for others of you, you can be using this time period to work on yourself with this energy as well. For some of you, this can be endings coming up at this time, or you may not be on speaking terms with certain people. The Two of Cups, I feel for some of you here that this could be ending a relationship at this time, and you may not be on speaking terms with this person anymore. There could be a lot of confusion going on, or a lot of miscommunications happening between you two. It could be very hard for you to get on the same page with this person, or this person may not be on your level. This could be thinking about ending a relationship at this time as well with this energy. The Ten of Wands, I feel like this is a time period where you're kind of putting your ducks in a row, taking care of business with this energy as well. For some of you, you can be taking on your partner's responsibilities, or you could feel like you're carrying the weight of the relationship as well, but you may not be communicating that, and so everybody's assuming that everything is all right when it's not all right at this time. So you need to explain and you need to tell people what's going on rather than holding things back and trying to play nice, okay? Because at the end of the day, you could feel overwhelmed, and then guess what? You're going to snap at somebody this week with this energy. The Two of Swords, you're very much quiet into yourself at this time, okay? So be careful with that, with this energy. I feel like for some of you, the focus could be on love relationships, and you could be feeling the weight of this relationship. Doesn't even have to be love relationship, but you still feel like you're carrying a lot of responsibility. You may feel like this person is very high maintenance for you and has a lot of expectations, or making you jump through through a lot of hoops, and you could be feeling some kind of damn way about it, and I really don't blame you. I feel like this is not the best time to get involved in office politics at this time, so try to stay out of it. For some of you, you may not like or agree with the changes that are coming up at this time. You can feel like others are taking advantage of you this week as well with this energy. The World card, the world works in your favor. I do feel like you have a lot of influence over other people at this time, so you may not be the only person that feels that way about this particular situation, and other people feel like they're walking on eggshells with certain people, or they're not getting along with the same person that you're not getting along with at this time, but nobody's going to be doing anything about it. Y'all going to be talking about it, and that's it. And then that person's going to find out, and then they're going to freak out about it. Okay, so it's going to be like awkward. So I would be careful this week and pick and choose your battles with this energy. For some of you, this can be a time period where you're interested in learning a new language with this energy. The Three of Coins brings about growth happening for you as well with this energy, and this could be growth happening with work. This could also be spiritual growth happening, maturity coming up for some of you as well, and this could be a time period where you're growing with this energy, or you could be adulting this week. The Hierophant card, endings are coming up with this energy. I feel like for some of you, you could be leaving an organization. As I'm connecting with this energy, I feel like for some of you, you could be leaving a religious organization at this time. For some of you, not all of you, and I feel like you could be walking away from this because you may feel like you guys are not on the same page, or you could be fighting with certain people at this time as well. This could also be dealing with your relationships, and you could be walking away from toxic relationships at this time, or a whole family. And know that it's a blessing when you do that. And you may see like sparks of miracles happening after you leave. Okay, the Fool card, new beginnings are coming up. You may not be getting a lot done this week with this energy, because I see that you're more about your play or your escapist tendencies. For some of you, you're hanging out with a difficult crowd, but I feel like eventually you're going to leave this crowd of people because they're not healthy for you. And I feel like you know that too. The Magician card, I feel like a lot of hopes, wishes, and dreams are going to be coming true this week. Beautiful time for manifesting and plans going your way. So keep the prayer on this week, okay? The Eight of Coins, I feel like you're more about your financial stability at this time and about securing the bag with this energy. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. I feel like for some of you, you're giving certain situations life. You're not over certain past hurts at this time, and you're kind of giving those situations life at this time. The King of Wands, you can be dealing with somebody that's very demanding and stuck in their ways of thinking at this time. This could be another fire sign or a Leo. The Ace of Cups, I see emotional validation. I see new love coming in, and this person could be a Leo. The Death card does bring about changes coming up for you, and I feel like change is going to happen for the best. So know that. I do feel like you're going to get more clarity on a situation that is going on in your life, and this could be a lot of changes because a lot of truth is going to be revealed at this time. The Four of Cups, I do feel like you're very cautious and slowly moving into the changes that are happening. For others of you, those of you who are young, you're chasing love at this time. I do feel like you could be dealing with a naughty boy or a naughty girl, and your parents may not like this person for you, and may not agree with your choices in love at this time. But know that, tread carefully when it comes to love relationships with this energy. I do feel like for some of you that this person coming into your life, you're going to feel an intense connection with this person. And again, your family may not agree with your choice of person. For some of you, you can be reconnecting with the ex with this energy as well. So I see that happening for you this week. The Ten of Coins, there's an emphasis on money, and this could be money coming in. The Queen of Swords, I feel like for some of you here that this could be a decision that you're going to be making this week, and it's going to impact a lot of people. So again, I feel like you're leaving a group or organization this week. You can also feel like you are more connected to your purpose-driven journey at this time with this energy. You could be feeling like you're moving towards your destiny this week with this energy. For others of you who own your own business, I feel like you could be moving in the right direction and proving other people wrong. For others of you, you're living more of a bohemian lifestyle at this time. The Queen of Coins, I feel like prayers are going to be answered this week. In the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom at this time. So you're definitely going to have some lessons coming up. I do see you focusing on family this week as well. The King of Swords, I see confrontation coming up with this energy. And be careful with your words, because you can't take back your words because they hurt, and you have a lot of influence over other people at this time. You don't realize how powerful you are. The Four of Wands, I feel like for some of you here that the focus on family and home. For others of you, you could be staying more to yourself at this time. The Three of Cups, certain people in your life have a lot of influence over you, so know that. I see that happening for some of you. And the Five of Swords, I feel like for some of you here that you could be walking away from a situation this week. I feel like for some of you here, you need to delve more into gratitude is the attitude at this time, because other people don't understand why you're complaining about certain things that are going on in your life with this energy. And then for some of you, this would be a great time to stay out of the gossip. I do see a lot of drama or bullying happening as well, and fighting going on this week for you. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.